dog out until sheep head my way. And as soon as they do, I'm going to lie that dog down or kick him back the other way. To the sheep, they say, gosh, when I look at that person, she takes that dog off. Make sense? And they get it. They're like, oh, I stay with that person, she takes that dog off. So it doesn't take but a couple of passes before the sheep want to come to you, because they realize that when they look at you or they start coming to you, you take the dog off. Okay? If they're really light, they go this way, they head your way, you take the dog off. Okay? They start to go this way. You got to send the dog the other way. They look at you, stop the dog, flank them the other way, until you're kind of teaching those sheep, look, every time you come to me, I'll take that dog off you. And then they want to stay with you, because why wouldn't they? They just want to be safe, right? So that is the sheep perspective. That is definitely the sheep perspective. If the opposite occurs if you don't protect your sheep, by the way. They learn very quickly you're not the safe zone, and then they're not coming anywhere near you, because especially for people who have dogs that come to them, like the dog doesn't know what to do, they come to you, you won't get sheep to stay with you because you're not protecting them, and they get it right away. The other thing that happens is that if the sheep are out ahead of you, you are not driving. Driving is not the dog, me, and the sheep. That is not driving. Driving is me, the dog, and the sheep. So either I'm driving and that dog is ahead of me controlling those sheep, or I'm fetching and those sheep are between me and my dog. This position of the dog, me, and the sheep is one. Now you're both pushing the livestock. Do you get that? Now you're both pushing the livestock, and what the dog learns is to use you as a shield. Okay? They're insulated from the tendrils. Remember I talk about the tendrils, the pressure? They're insulated from. They like that, right? But those poor sheep, you are now in their blind spot, and that dog is just boop, boop, boop. They don't know what to do. Okay? They don't know what to do. And that's not really fair. So that is not a good position. So, and if you walk a lot in that position, your dog likes that. Okay? Never going to go well. Telling you right now, never going to go well. So instead, what you want to do is, if the sheep, so proactively, you're going to walk. And if you can prevent it, even if you have to use a mechanical sit, now everyone knows how I feel about a mechanical sit, but it's okay. Lie down. Okay? But keep walking. Don't do this. Lie down. This. Lie down. Lie down. Okay? And teach that dog that the pressure is off of them when the sheep are between you. Okay? But if the sheep get past you, it is too late to lie them down. Too late. So instead, you need to bring sheep back to you, step forward, send them back the way they came, and now you've got sheep between you. And now if you have enough space, you can go back to the first technique, which is the lie down. Make sense? So she's going to demonstrate it, and I'm going to show you. And the biggest mistake that people make, and I probably, on the camera, I just feel like I'm like Tom Cruise or something over here, yeah. Kathy, over here with your rubber pants. But the biggest mistake that people make is they circle the dog. It is not a circle. It is a 180 back the way you came. The key, the absolute key on this 180, it'll be tight. Telling you right now, it's going to be tight. You're just not in a position. But now you need to get the chest ready. And when you send that dog back, when you cut it off just for a moment, they have to stop. And I just want boom. I want every ounce of your energy, every ounce of your chest hitting that dog and just pushing them as far as you can go. Okay? And then by the very nature of that, they're going to follow that arc. When they land, sheep will be between you. But if you don't get them out wide enough, it's not going to get any better on your flank. If you don't get them out wide enough, it's not going to be any better. Go ahead.
So after you do that, do you then just start walking?
Yeah, then you start walking again.
And then, okay.
Right.
Not waiting for them to get back.
I'm just gonna walk and every single time that happens, I'm gonna flank that dog out and I'm gonna do it again. And what happens over time is the dog gets tired because they're taking a lap every time the sheep get out ahead, right? And they're like, something about me getting too close. I got to take a lap. This is no fun. And so then what they do, because root causes they don't like the pressure, is they don't come in. Okay. So, and we saw some of the dogs already do it, right? Do not. Come on. Right? So then that's not good enough either, So instead, if they do that, just keep walking, because they're trying to figure out what it is the point. Now, if it becomes a problem and they're not coming in, then you can say, but don't come on. Woo, there you go. And then you're right back, you're just right back where you started. So it's important to understand that process of root causes. I'm uncomfortable with the pressure. So when I figure out if I don't get close, I don't get in trouble. I'm still uncomfortable with the pressure. So I'm going to go out of the pressure. Okay. So then you have to fix that, but see if you have to fix it before you fix it, and don't try to fix it too fast. See if that dog can't figure it out on their own where that is. And Peggy is a really nice raider. She's a really nice raider. It's the pressure changes that screw her up. She doesn't know what to do in the pressure, because from here to here, until that pressure changed, she totally rated. And she wasn't that comfortable with it, because she's got that nose on the ground just in case a little tidbit of sheep poo is there and she might need to munch on that. But she never took her eyes off those sheep. But that was her but don't try to fix that. She'll get more comfortable. But as soon as that pressure changed, that's when you see that change for the dogs, right? That's why we went over the arena dynamics. Okay, let's take a look at it. This is a tight dog. Hopefully Ricky will, and we might have to have Julie with you. If she's too weird, and we're actually, somebody's videotaping this for me, right? Yeah. So this too, we went to a trial in Arizona, and those sheep, they were gazelles. And by the end, I was like, oh my God, something's going to die here. We got to teach these people how to settle stock. And so we spent the first day settling stock. And the owner said to us, can you come back and do more? Because my stock have never been this calm. so it was kind of cool. And he's been a friend of mine, but it was very, very true that it didn't take long for those sheep, once you settled them, to stay with the person and not just think they're going to get chased if they see a dog. All right.
What does it mean when you said this dog would have been rated when we were talking about
rating? So rating is if I'm walking fast and the sheep are between me, everything's going to move fast, and so the dog has to move fast. Okay. If I decide, I'm tired today, I'm just gonna walk slow, then I'm slow, the sheep are slow. The dog should rate.
Okay.
And they should adjust without me saying anything. They should read that and adjust their speed to the speed of what I want to go.
Okay. So by people saying easy, zip, because they already know their job.
Right.
Okay.
Easy is me telling the dog how to herd.
This is his job. Okay.
But we love it, man. So she's first getting this dog mentally. This dog is forward, and you see it's turning its head, giving to her a little bit. But she's definitely letting the dog know that see it yawn, it's trying to calm down. She's definitely letting the dog know, look, this is my arena. Don't be getting in my real estate. And this is what I mean by Ricky's sort of. Look at, she heard her name. Yeah, I know your game. Ricky's pretty soft on the inside. It's a pretty soft dog on the inside. Look at her respond from the pressure to that distance. She's a little uncomfortable leaving mom, but Hannah's just doing a good job of being patient.
Towards the draw, nice big circle. And there's a moment she's gonna pull out in front of you. When she does, just let her go, and then it hopefully she'll just start working for you.
And I want Hannah to talk to you about when your dog sees you as a resource, what happens. Good. So Hannah is not going to slow this dog down. You watch this. She is not going to slow this dog down. She is just going to walk. She's going to probably do a high squeak noise here, something that gets the dog back on. So good. So notice Hannah's not saying steady, easy. Look at that dog, figure that out. That dog's really comfortable because those sheep are between her, right? Starting to get out ahead. Now she's going to kick the dog out wide. Look at your sheep heads. Not wide enough. Put her head down. She came into the bubble. This dog has a hard time going around the stock a little bit. Yeah. So now she's going to get him back the other way. Now she's going to step through. Oh. Heads are out ahead. See the heads turn back? Now she'll step forward. Kick that dog out. Too tight. And now you got sheep between you. Again, they got out ahead. And you guys notice why this is so calm? Why is this so calm? No, because the dog is wide. Because Hannah has claimed that real estate, and that dog is not coming into that bubble. And so those sheep are barely moving as that dog goes around, came in tight just a little bit. Now she's going to step through. The dog is not kicking out wide enough on the return. So she's going to do it again. And now she's going to go forward. Now she's really going to, I think she's just trying to get the dog to stay consistent. Okay, sheep are between her. Oh, they're out ahead. Stop, push around. Cut in there, you're going to get a punch. Push. Still too tight. Good. She's going to do it again. And I think what happens with most of you, so she's cutting in at that 5 and that 7, but she kind of thought about it there because she's like, I don't know, something happened. Like she stomps at me when I come in. I guess she was thinking about cutting in right there, and she's like, I don't know. She don't like when I cut in. Good. We're gonna try. Yeah. So mom's there. She's good. Bam. Punch. So she couldn't go that way. This is where our dogs really come in handy. Good, see? And now she landed. Now the sheep are between her. Too tight. Push her out. And between again. You see, guys see that? What happens to most of you is what's happening here is you're pressing on your dogs and they're not moving. Right? So don't let them come in if it's too tight. Like you might have to flank several times, right? And we'll do this. Who wants to do this with their dogs? You want to all do it with your dogs? Yes. Yeah, let's do it with each of your dogs, and you're gonna see that root cause is that when you're pressing on your dogs, they're not moving. So you got to address that. You got to be big enough and use your out, whatever. Like, I don't care what you use, but they on that flank, they got, for it to work, they've got to go way wide. So when they land behind the stock. Good. Now Ricky's getting into it. But you can see how she's using the flanks of the dogs to get distance versus just. That was the right energy. See that dog give that up right there? That was good. Too tight. Step forward. Around. And now we have sheep between us. Now this dog's a little heady, that's okay. Good. Now you have sheep between us. She's getting after her for going to head. Getting tight, getting tight. I'm gonna have the toothpaste tube right here because it's too tight.
So with her being in that getting in tight and the one sheep lagging behind, I'm assuming isn't seeing her as a threat.
It's not, but when you get tight like that, it takes 2 inches for it to explode. Okay, so the sheep will go from calm to splitting in 5 different directions, because the reason those sheep are so calm is they trust Hannah.
Okay.
Okay, because Hannah has shown them that she's a good protector. But at some point, if that dog would have gone 2 inches more, because it surprises you guys sometimes, like, oh, it was so calm. It doesn't take but a couple of inches, and then the sheep are just like, you know, protection or none, it's too close. And so. I and Hannah, so this dog is not moving off of her. Good, and now it gives it up. Good. See? And she's getting after her. Like, stop. Yeah. See? And now you have a dog that's, see her slow down on her own now?
Oh, that's
now she's like, wait a minute. She don't like me when I get close, because every time I get close, she takes my sheep away. And so now this dog is paying a little bit more attention.
Don't give up. Hey, hey, hey. No. Hey, come up.
So, did Julie talk over there? Julie, don't talk. Julie, when she comes to you, don't say anything to her. So when somebody's working your dog, just stay quiet. Right, stay quiet. Do not disconnect from your dog. Because if Julie talks, then the dog's gonna go to her. And this is a really super nice working. You can see how beautiful this dog is and how quickly it got what rating was, and how many steadies did we use and how many stops did we use. None, right? But we're using the dog's mind to what makes sense. And the flanking around is what we call a passive repercussion. So you get too tight, I make you take a lap. I'll do this all day long. But that's the rule, and the dog goes, I'm tired. How about I just stay back here? She's torn. She really wants those sheep. And Hannah's doing a good job of just trusting her. Is it going to be a perfect flank? Not, but she wants that dog to move, so she's going to try to connect with her sheep here. Oh, she's going to push those sheep right over her and say, yeah, you're on them. Let me even bring a little closer. Yeah. See? So she's stirring up a little bit to try to use some of that hunting behavior. Completely trust this dog. This dog isn't going to do anything inappropriate. It's already shown that it respects the bubble of the sheep. Oh yeah, there she's like, yeah, I think I can do it. See, and already she's starting to read that bubble a little better. You see it? Now, if we can get up to the top of the arena, I'm going to show you what happens if we can. I don't know if we can with this dog, but get up to the top of the arena. We'll show you what happens when a pressure changes. When she changes, when she goes sideways. And what's really interesting to me here is this dog. Hannah totally has the mind of this dog. So when it came close to the bubble, it stopped and it needed to take one more step. But before or with another handler, it might dive in because it doesn't, that's the next note they know. But that dog cognitively said, I know that's a rule with this handler too. So it didn't do it. So all that thinking is taking place. It's beautiful to watch. And she's not commanding it. She's just working with this dog's mind using yes, no. See, comes to the bubble, doesn't know what to do. I'm a little bit unsure. She's gonna try to get to the rear view mirror. Beautiful decision she makes here. Now she's not, see, she knows she can't dive in on that sheep. She's not quite sure what to do. And if she does dive in, we're not necessarily gonna get after her because she's just learning how to play the instrument. She don't know what to do with the sheep. So Hannah's not telling her what to do. She's telling her what not to do and encourage her to move forward. Yeah. And I think as handlers, we get in a hurry and we want to tell them what to do, right? But let this dog figure it out and then they'll get it. And we don't have to train it again.
Yeah, nice choice.
There she goes. Now she's freed up a little bit. So Hannah didn't fight it. She just moved in a way that made sense to the dog. Beautiful. And Ricky's having fun out there, right? Ricky's really enjoying herself. Hannah's right on the plane there. She's going to opt to try a different direction. High-pitched noise. High-pitched noise always means excitement. So to get that dog back, high-pitched noises means something's dying or getting bred. So there you go. Good. Good. She's got it now. Beautiful, beautiful. Figuring out what it takes. She's a little bit worried. This dog's a little bit heady. She's young. That's fine. Hannah's just not getting after her, just gently pushing her back. She's coming out into the side view mirror because those sheep are she's feeling like they pull. Now Hannah's going to walk and let her bring him to her. Doesn't know what to do with that pressure. Hannah's letting her think it out. Ricky might be done. Oh, and she might be done. Beautiful, beautiful. So now we got a pressure change. Now the headiness got a lot bigger, right? Sheep are still between them. She's going to gently ask her to go behind. She's going to get across that plane. Ricky can't take it. And at some point, she's going to get after that sheep. And we're going to let her. Because that sheep is not listening. Julie, turn your back. Turn your back. There we go. Yeah. Okay, now you can turn around. If she looks at you, you turn her back. Oh, I don't know. I can't take it. I'm thinking about that Malinois on that bike, man. So she's creating excitement. And this is just playing a lot of notes on their instrument, right? Like, I know this one, I know this one. Oh, I know the next step. I can't dive in. What can I do? Let me think about this. Go, one more step. Look, that might work. I don't know. Pressure's kind of high. And look at that, that worked. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So she's in a really good position right now. Pressure change, what do I do? See it? You see it right there. They feel that pressure change. You don't feel it, but they do. Oh, good job. And then she's like, the head goes down. And so when we talk about the secret sauce, do you see the difference in how this dog works versus when it works with its owner? And I'm not picking on Julie, right? And what is the difference?
She's making her thing. She's giving her time to work it out.
She's not yelling all sorts of commands either.
What else? That's not it. What's the secret sauce? We've been talking about it for 3 days.
She's claiming the territory.
Leadership.
Yeah.
She made it known in no uncertain terms. This is my arena. This is my stock. And so this dog, like, you guys think this dog didn't know the rules, right?
Right.
This dog always knew the rules, right? But Hannah's willing to enforce them. And so now she can let this dog have lots of leadway on the herding. She's giving this dog lots of leadway to make the right decision. But that is the secret sauce right there. And that's what we've been trying to tell you about, the giving ground and making your dog move off you and claiming that space. When you get that and let go of the need to teach commands and how to herd, you get this as well. So we focus on all this mechanics, but it's really, if you focus on owning it, everything, all of your dogs know how to do this, know how to herd already, if that makes sense. I think, I'll be honest, it's hard to do because you're not understanding. It's hard to do because you don't believe it. It's hard to do because you just think those commands are what's giving you control. And that's not giving you control. What's giving you control is owning it. And so everyone does it, not just this group, but every clinic we go to, we have the same, like, we're like boggled, like, why aren't people getting it? Why aren't people getting it? And it's not like we think anything negative. It's not that. It's like, how can we be better teachers? But I think it's hard to do because that's not your focus. Your focus is, I got to say go by, and I got to say sit, and I got to say away, and I got to say this. Those are mechanics. This is dynamics. There's a key difference. Sheep are out ahead of her. She's going to let it go because she's there. See, she went the other way. And now those sheep, the Hannah's like she's like the golden child, right? Like, we're not leaving her.
She's dancing.
Oh, and now she's getting a little bit good. And so now she's getting a little bit more confident, which means she's getting a little bit more amped. That's okay. Still not breaking the rules. But by this time, Hannah's got them sheep completely bonded to her. So she has a lot more leadway. All right, we're going to give everyone the yellow jacket. If you think it's the yellow jacket, see, therein lies the problem. Good. So now, and part of the issue now is what happened? What happened just recently? What happened just recently? Pressure change, right? So it's not your imagination. Your dog is different in different parts of the arena. And this dog went right back to what it felt, that pressure change. And now it's like, I don't know what to do. The sheep are pulling. I can't push and pull at the same time. And Hannah's just working through it. Like, let me show you. And she's saying, what are you doing in there? You better get out of my bubble. Ooh, little stinker. Can't take it. Sheep are pulling. I don't know what to do with that pressure. I don't know where to hold it. Oh, and then there's one left behind, but I'm kind of getting mad at it. Good job. And now this dog's freeing up a little bit, willing to try more things.
And I was wondering, is that because she's getting closer?
She's getting closer. Well, she didn't care about mom that time, so that was great, right? What she was doing was she's getting more confident, so now she's getting more animated, like, oh, I can make a decision. Oh, I can think about this. And so she doesn't know what to do, so she's just, like acting out, whatever. But Hannah did a great job of just letting her go through that because she wasn't breaking any rules. She wasn't breaking any rules, so we're going to let her continue to try. So awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah. Woo, good job, Hannah. So now Ricky's all in, right? Like she says, this is pretty cool. Yeah, you're my BFF now. Oh, wait a minute, mom's over there. Yeah. Good job. Woo! All right. Who's first?